So this is actually someone who's a subscriber to the channel. Right here, Marco. So he's a main tank player, low diamond, and he's been looking for ways to improve his play and try to climb out of diamond. So we already got the heavy breathing. I feel like he's tilted. Let's skip ahead. Okay, so he's running Rhine, McCree, Lucio Junk, Diva, Mercy. I actually like this comp a lot. The spam right here. Can deal with the Pharah. Nice, I like it. Good looking comp.
I literally just played a game with this team. And the game before that I played against them and I beat them. Last game I just won. And it's between...
Fast forward ahead. I'll go back 5 seconds. Okay, so first things first. You don't go for the beginning fire strike. So instead of at 1%, you're at 1% instead of being at 7 through 28. 28's optimistic, but you need to go for the fire strike in the beginning. Absolutely. You go right here. You peek through the column, and there's like a little bit of overhang, and you fire strike the spawn every time. Without, it should not even like be questioned. You're already behind an ult. You're on defense. You should have the advantage.
Roadhog
So
left
you see
side.
they have a Roadhog.
Winston right side. Genji right side.
So you're
Roadhog
playing a lot of
left
shield
side.
bot here.
Winston jumped up top
So
right.
your shield management is already not looking that
My
great.
shield's really low.
So,
Don't elo.
okay. At this point, like literally right here, the second you see a Roadhog, drop your
Roadhog
shield.
left side?
Your shield should be dropped because you can flash it back to keep from getting hooked, and your D.Va can defense matrix you, and you have all of this LOS, and you have all back here LOS. You don't need to be Mr. Shield Bot. And plus, there's only the D.Va really playing behind you. McCree's back here somewhere, but you need to keep that up. So you just let the shield down, play this right here a little bit, so you don't get fully hooked, but you also have some cover. So if they do try to hook you, you can kind of like get out of it. And on top of that too, you keep this because you're gonna have no shield for this fight. I bet you get rolled right here, unless your
Winston
team
right
clutches up.
Genji right side.
You also have 5% ult charge. You've gone for no fire strikes yet. You have been Mick right click.
Roadhog no hook left side. Winston
Still
jumped
Mick
up
right
top
click.
right.
So you get a pick. So this is where you can get a little more aggressive. Let the shield down, push out a little bit. Don't go too far. Maybe to like about here. Try to get a fire strike over here. Fire strike over here. Try to see if your team can get another pick, and then you can push up more. But you're up right
Shield's
now.
really low. Don't LOS please. My shield's low.
One's behind you too. So there's 4 people here and 6 on your side. So I mean, this should be easy clap.
Shield's low. What the fuck? Alright, I'm going to Winston.
Oh, no. This is not your job. This is not your job. If there is 3 people here, which there are Roadhog, Hanzo, who's the last one?
My shield's really
Hanzo,
low.
Roadhog,
Don't LOS please. My shield's low. My shield's low.
and D.Va? So they're triple tanking? That's not your job. This is not your job. You stay and you fight here. Your McCree's back here. You can deal with it. Your D.Va is the one who will go deal with it, or should. Your Lucio can peel. You have so many people that can do this. This is not your
Alright, I'm
job.
going
So
to
you
Winston.
charge off into Narnia. We'll count it. So from right here. So at
Shields low, my
35
shield's low.
seconds, you are useless.
So, alright, I'm going to
33.
Winston.
Still useless. 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 Okay, so you were useless for 11 seconds in that fight. Actually, useless. So you have no tanking, you're not taking damage, you're not doing damage, You're not building ult. You're still only at 18% here, and we're almost a minute into the round. This is how slow it charges on its own, pretty much. Yeah, no. Your team's going to have to clutch up if you take this. So you lose your mech, you lose your diva, because Hanzo's somewhere. Hanzo's probably top. No, he's over here. You're looking at him. He's left. You hit him with the fire strike. You start walking towards him. You take a lot of damage, but you don't have a support. You give up. Oh, you can't give up. You either go for him or don't don't give up. Like, just go for him, because you can kill him. You walk faster than him.
Ana's on the right side. Ana's
You
on
take
the
a couple
right.
more dinks. You don't really have the heals to fight this, so you step out for the dragon. You didn't really have to go that far.
Okay.
The dragon was not that close. That's an awareness thing. So you see the dragon come in right there. You see it. So you see it, you jump out, but instead of walking back immediately, you kind of like slowly walk back. You could shield flash back there. The Roadhog's not going to hook you. That would be like a miracle hook. And that's a lost fight anyways, but that's useful for in case like you walk into another fight like that in the future.
Is it a wipe?
So you kind of give that up. There was a lot of things you could have done to save your team there. You could have shielded the choke and shut down the Roadhog and their diva. You had no ult charge. You had to switch because second point Hanamura, but you have no ult absolutely at all to fight. So you don't mind switching here because you have nothing. You're not giving up anything. Your diva feeds. That's unlucky. So you guys shouldn't even be out there. Like, yeah, you're in the right spot now. This is exactly where you should have went right off the bat. Like, just give it up, position yourself, get ready. So you dive the Hanzo. It's a good shot. So their Winston dives you. Oof. Oh, this is such an oof. You overcommit really hard. My one tip here would be, so you set up top left here really well. Let me go back. So this is correct. Like, this is okay. There are Roadhogs down here, so you're going to want to contest there in a minute. But this is number one. You are who's going to have to deal with this because your diva's dead. So you make the right call here. This is great. So you dive in on the Hanzo, but the Hanzo sees you coming, and so he dips. You let him go. That's where you stop. You don't go any further. You drop your bubble right there, where you're standing, and you don't go. So their Winston gets damage on you, and you get traded and die.
Hanzo middle, he's gonna have ultimate.
So you feed really hard right there. Because you don't have a diva with you. Even if you did, you wouldn't want to do that anyways. Yeah, you chased really hard for that kill. Very hard. You need to refrain from that in the future. Because especially tanking when you're down your diva, which you have to have the awareness to know when you're down your diva, you are the next person to contest the point, really. So you need to get the Hanzo off high ground. You do the right move. But then you have to turn around and check and see how your team's doing, and then decide whether or not your job is to now lock out the Hanzo, or to contest point. And it's okay to give up a tick or two if you need to, but I get not wanting to right away. Don't give it up if you don't need to, but if you need to, it's okay. Oof.
Yeah, you guys can't go there. Hanzo's chilling.
I wouldn't ridicule him like that.
Yeah.
That was kind of unlucky. He was with your diva. Your diva could have defense matrixed
They
him.
have a Roadhog chilling with them.
Just if that stuff like that
I'm gonna
happens,
dive
I just
now.
don't say anything most of the time, unless he's been consistently feeding.
Shoot
Oof.
him low.
Oh, that was not good. That was not good. So the Roadhog's low ground, right? So the Roadhog's separated from the rest of the team. So you can either, these are two options here. You have 6 people. You can either fight 1v6 or 5v6. And so when the Roadhog goes down here, Roadhog's a bitch to kill. I get that. Like, don't get me wrong, he sucks. Like, that shit is not fun to kill. But with the focus fire and micro missiles of your team, you should be able to kill him. Plus, their team's kind of locked off. Instead, though, you jump in and use your cooldowns. So
Dive him now.
you didn't get much out of this jump, right? So you got about 10 meters, if that.
I'm gonna dive him now.
So there was no need to jump him. It's Hanzo with his E. He just melts your bubble. There, Winston drops his bubble, so that cuts you off from Lucio healing, who has to come through to come heal you. And you have no cooldowns to get out. You're toast.
I can come out with Primal.
That would be more if you had
Stall.
Primal, I guess
No
you
ticks,
could do
please.
something more aggressive like that, but I still wouldn't do that. That's kind of feeding ult charge.
Wow.
So you get rezzed here. This is good. So you go on the Hanzo. Nice. I like that. You get hooked. I like it. Don't pop primal. You don't need it. You don't need it. Don't you pop it. You don't need it. So you see their Ana's shooting though. You don't recognize it though. Their Ana's been healing this Genji the whole time. You'd want to get on the Ana. You're gonna recognize it now. Yeah, you finally see it. It's a little late though. She's gonna sleep you.
Right side.
Oof. You might not have had it. Eh, there it is.
I'm gonna go into them actually.
So, oh, okay. Listen. So that whole sequence was actually pretty good. Like, that was actually pretty good. Like, you, on the bridge here, you get rezzed, and you have primal, so you go aggressive. You get the Hanzo. Big pick. This is huge. This saves you the point. You get hooked, so he's low ground. You get hooked, you get shot, but you get out. Nice. You catch the beat, so you don't need primal. Great job. You absolutely knew not to use beat. You lose 1 or 2 to the Genji blade, but you don't recognize the Ana shooting him. It's unfortunate. You use jump here to do more damage on the Genji. I probably would do an S jump just to kind of get it done quicker. And then you go towards the Ana.
Right side.
Right. I get like going out on the Ana. Like you want to kill her, stagger her. That's okay. However, though, the second this Roadhog's here, that's when you gotta leave, right? And you recognize you gotta go. Like you gotta get out. So you get slept, right? At this moment, you have to say to yourself, if I get woken up, I need to leave. So you go to leave, and then you jump back in. Oh, I don't care if you have primal. There's no need. You've won this fight. This is pure feeding. So you jump back in, drop bubble, have to pop primal. Oh, you get ulted. Oh no, you're toast. You're actually toast. You're gonna get the health pack here, but you now no longer have primal, and you're not in the fight. So you're gonna get the Hanzo here. Don't give up. Don't you ever give up like that. So if that Lucio was not there for you, what would happen? He either chased you or what? No, you chase that kill. That's a kill you chase because he's alone, he's low health, you kill him, you come back to your team, good to go. Otherwise, if you left him right there, he comes up here at half health and just ease your team down. He could do a ton of damage. Absolutely not. That's a kill you have to finish because your team's here contesting. You have time. So you jump in here. You don't have bubble because of the fight before. You go on the Moira. That's not a good target because you can't actually kill the Moira when she's coalescing. It's actually impossible. So you'd want to play more safe. So my only thing for this fight, right? Like this was actually pretty good. Let me see. So you jump in on the Pharah, and the Pharah is actually a pretty good target here. So she's low. Don't finish her. So I wouldn't recognize how low she was, and just went on her again. Like when you have jump right here, like look up, find the Pharah, kill her. Because their coalescence didn't even touch her. You can't actually damage her there. Nah, there was so many better targets. Just don't ever go on a coalescing Moira. You can't actually kill her. It's not possible. I'm not sure if you knew that or not.
It was a good round.
Okay. So, not bad. Overall, not bad. A lot of things we can clean up, but not bad. I'm going to skip the, what's it called? Skip this pre-phase. I notice you don't really talk very much, so you don't call who you're going on a lot of times. Like, calls you wouldn't have to make are like the Hanzo when you're up top on him, or whatever. Like, you called the Hanzo on the balcony, like the one that's like this in the doorways here down below with the bridge. And he's up here. You called that. That's fine. But I'm talking about the one where he's outside the Mega. You don't have to call that. But I would try to call your targets. Just get in the habit of it. It's good, especially since I know you're trying to join a team. It's just a good skill to have. So you're really quiet here. I'm not totally a fan of like the almost no talking at all. The only talking I've really heard you say is like you kind of tell the Junkrat to stop feeding a little bit and like a little bit of target calls here and there. But I would definitely try to be a little more vocal if you can. So your Zarya gets fucking smoked. Okay, so I'm not saying you could have saved her. I'm not saying you would have saved her, but you could have. So the second you see this, ready? Yoink. You can't go for the Fire Strike anymore. You literally have to walk up here, and then right when you're coming up to this point here, instead of this Fire Strike, okay, so like let's say this. The corner's here, right? Zarya's here. You're coming up right here. When you come up here, right, you Fire Strike at about this mark right here. If you face this direction and flash your shield, so like I just did it in real life. Holy shit. So if you're kind of like trying to flick your shield to the right, like towards this Mega, and you would be like sideways. So your shield would pretty much look like this across the box here. If this Zarya keeps backing up, there's a good chance you save her here, because I've done it many a times. It's very possible. It is possible to save her there, especially if she gets hit by like a little bit of healing. So you go for the Fire Strike here instead. Teammate needs to be number one. Teammates above all. So she dies, and you go in. Interesting. They kind of let you too. You don't push here though. If you chill out of the choke, that's fine. But now you're down a couple. You gotta get out. You gotta get out. They're gonna recognize you're down. You gotta move. So you're hanging out with this Pharah. She's just sucks. But you, in that instance right here, the second you see both your teammates are picked, you need to be going this way, back towards spawn. Because if they push out and chase you, your spawn is so close that if they chase you, you have a good chance to pick one of them, and you'll be a lot safer. So instead you nail a fucking Pharah with a Fire Strike. That was nice. You're peeking with a shield, I get that to see, but you're taking damage on it, which is not good. You need to recharge. Your Zarya is back now, and you only have 1,000 charge or thing to push.
I think he's
so this time you're really focusing on building Shatter, it appears. I'd like to see a better balance of trying to build Shatter at the same time of managing your shield and stuff like that. It seems like you kind of have like the one-track mind of either shield bot or building ult. So you get the big shot. Okay. I want to see if you do it. If you do it, I'm going to be so proud. The second I get purpled and I see that nano, that Reinhardt's going off the motherfucking map. He's gone. He's no longer in this fight. I take that trade every day of the week. Oh, you get slept anyways. That's not your fault. Just because now it's been brought up, one of the tips and tricks I don't typically share too often, but it's kind of known in the upper community, so fuck it. If you watch this in the lower community, welcome to the channel. How you doing? Here's a big tip and trick. So if a Reinhardt is here, right, this area, and you are maybe a couple steps back from where he is, if the Reinhardt pushes up to you, right, in this choke, like this area, if you get a bubble, especially with bubble, you want the bubble. You can do it without, obviously, but you have a lot more chance of getting slept, you know, hooked, shit like that. And they can bubble too to stop you. You can angle a charge, right? So you would charge from right here, like you would jump charge, like you jump right and then charge. Okay? So the charge would take you down around here. You curve, you hold A little bit until you get to about the dong like bell thing. And then the second you get around the bell, like when you get to like the point of like, yes, I'm gonna get around it, you hold D. Fuck, I keep doing this. So your projectile path would be until about here, and then you'd hold D. And you can literally push a Reinhardt off the map, and you will survive. Because the push, so if you end here, like your charge stops right here, you push them to about here. They make it off, you survive. It's actually the most dirty fuck you play in the history of Hanamura. There's also one on Volskaya, but obviously I don't have a Volskaya valid to show you. So if their Reinhardt comes up aggro again, so you get the if he'd come up, you go for the shatter. If he had come up to there, you could take the Reinhardt off the map, easy clap. So you do get the shatter here, right? So this was nice. I would advise just that moment though, just take him off map. I know what happens here, you get clapped kind of, but yeah. It's just like, if you think about it, so like, let's say you would hit that shatter there and hit him against the wall. He already takes half damage from the pin, so he's taking 150, plus the armor, plus he's getting healed. There's a Discord on him, but like, he ain't dying. He's killing you. 100%.
Ryan's Discord,
So, either way though, the shatter baited out a ton of their cooldowns. Like, they used nade, they used sleep, they used hook, they used everything. Charge. Fire Strike, they used everything they had, so your team's gonna clap this. So that was a good play, but you could have survived. So like the whole point of this is I want to make you like the hard carry of your team in this elo. So that's why I'm kind of like, you know, being a little more critical. So you end up winning this fight. You won this fight because of you. That's 110%. You won this fight for your team. You opened the door. So nice job here, buddy.
More left right here.
I just thought to myself, their Reinhardt should be coming back any second now, right? And oh my god, he gave you the fucking moves. I want to watch that one more time. He straight up walked over your head and shatters your team.
Man, fucking Roadhog ult is so stupid. The knockback on it.
No, that wasn't the Roadhog ult. That you need to look at this though. Okay, you need to make sure you don't tilt yourself. They use 3 ults this fight. That's beautiful for you guys. When you pushed up here as Reinhardt, I would never really want to push. Where is it? Before you get clapped. Past this right. Oh, fuck. Past this right here. So the reason for that is, yes, what he just did a little bit, but that's ballsy as shit. It's more or less because whoever's up here. It's whoever's up here. Alright, I'm annoyed. Why is it so big? There we go. Whoever's up here has lines of sight down on you. So typically if they're over here, you could just push straight past and take up top. So like if we go back 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Instead of pushing the mortar and the Roadhog, because those are hard targets to kill, you just go straight up these stairs and then come left. That would set up your snipers and give you good lines of sight. You can stabilize up there. We're not going to count the Reinhardt thingy, but I'm just saying, like, it's just a better option, I think, than going this way. Because they have a long... They can just hold S, and they're pretty much out of your sight, and they got a long time to kill you. So they use 3 ults here. That's good. You should look at the positive here and be like, look, they use 3 ults. Perfect. It looks like you used 1 or 2, though, so that's unlucky.
The range, too. God damn, dude.
Oh, but your snipers pop, too. Doesn't matter, though. This is a lost fight. This is going to be a pure diamond team thing, though.
I'm trying to get on it. Left side on it.
They are popping. You might win this fight now. Your sniper's actually just hard carried. Hard carried. You get the nice pin. Good job. Yeah, you just... At this moment, you just start swinging. When you get your fire strike back, hit the Ana. Fire strike needs to go on the Ana. Okay. I like it. Bang. Fire strike needs to go on the Ana. So you go to chase the Ana. Not a bad call, because someone needed to deal with her. She's keeping the whole team alive. No one's dealing with her. You get purpled. You're kind of toast here. So if you get purpled like that, you need to move towards your team. You back up and go into the corner. You kill yourself. Not saying you would have survived, but just a good habit to build.
Ana was just healing everybody on the left side, man.
Good habit to... Hey, you recognized it. It's a good habit to build. You want to go towards your team, not towards the corner, because you're toast. You have nowhere to move. You're literally a helpless lamb. So this is when your snipers are going to get tilted, because they did so much.
Like, just playing well.
Okay, so you're going low ground and against an Orisa. That's optimistic. So you need to kill that Genji. Genji needs to go first. Your team's not ready. Your team's not ready. Oh boy, you're in. You're in and your team's not ready. So now they've killed the Genji. But you're hacked now. Your Lucio's committed beat to save you. You don't get the beat. You're so toast. Yeah, you're toast. Yeah, that was pure impatience on your part. You might have just threw this push. Sorry, buddy, but you threw this push. So the second you see this, ready? Yoink! He's over your head. You need to just turn around and finish him. He needs to die. You need to watch him either leave or what, because you push in, and your team is nowhere to help you. So she goes for the hack, doesn't get it, because you get the shield flash off. Nice. Their Ana's up top healing this Orisa. You're not killing her. The Sombra's just going to do free damage on you. Your team finally kills the Genji, which you should have been with them together. You don't get beat. Your Lucio drops beat to try to push hard. So no one's really focusing on heals because they have the beat out, but you didn't unfortunately get it. You get pushed, you get killed. Your snipers get picked, but now they're going to get picked by the Coalescence. That's
I just want to shatter and switch to Winston. That's all I want to do.
that's a hard throw, my man. That's a hard throw. Patience is really key. Even if you just sat at the choke and didn't move and let your team deal with it, that's a good option as well. But not, just not like push. You can't push in alone. That's especially someone like Ryan. You have no movement abilities really. So you have walls here, so you know exactly where they all are. So what do you see up here? Genji and Winston. You know they're going to jump down onto you, so you can't even move them off high ground. So going straight down mid here is a good option. You know he doesn't have bubble now. That's nice.
Moving up with shield main.
Oof. I don't know how your Widow just got picked, but she's picked. So they actually jumped out on your Widow. So your Widow did not try to contest high ground.
Right here by Mercy, but we didn't go in because Winston just dove and killed our Widow.
Yeah, no, I see what your team's saying. It's kind of a miscommunication. You should have pushed towards point a little bit there instead of this hesitation, which I think you hesitate, right? You're going to hesitate before you push. So you see them up top, though, and you literally can't do anything about it. It's not your fault whatsoever. So it's Genji and Winston up there. So at this point, yeah, you get hooked back. You're kind of shield botting. You can kind of just... You should just hold W here. Shield flash. Like,
moving up
W, shield flash, shield flash, shield flash.
Never mind.
So you get your Widow picked. I wouldn't turn around. I would have went in that room on the right. So you charge out. You just gave up a lot of positioning.
Right here by Mercy.
So if you're going to go stabilize there, because you have a Mercy, right? You have a Mercy. You need the res. You could go right here and just wait. Because you're still close to the choke. Your D.Va's already peeled for the Mercy. You're going to get the res off. Your Pharah gets fucked because she thinks you're all pushed in.
But we didn't go in because Winston just dove.
You could have communicated that you're backing out more, because I think your Pharah just saw you move in and then just assumed you were still going. You get knocked off the high ground here. If you don't get your shatter off this fight, you swap. You swap because you have 2 minutes. You swap. Your snipers are so they're popping. They're 100% popping. So you. What the? Oh, shatter! It's such a good ability. It works all the time.
Oh my god! Actually tilted right now.
So you went the wrong way. You got juked up with the Ana. Oh, you got absolutely cussed.
Stupid old fuck.
So, what could you have done better there? What could you have done better there? So, you're down, right? You're down. You're still going in. I wouldn't have went in. You go for the Ana. You get slept.
Ana over here.
You gotta think. Ana has a sleep dart. And you're in a predictable pattern. You literally straight up charge at her. You can't straight up charge at her. You need to walk towards her shield flashing, or fire strike, or swing, like swing to bait it out, and then shield and block it. You cannot charge an Ana in a straight line. That's a good night sentence. So you kind of fuck yourself there. So you missed the fire strike. That's okay. Honestly, you're really focused on this Ana. Your D.Va has now gotten demacked, and you have no point presence. You are running double sniper. They cannot be on the point. You have to be on point, not them. So you go for this shatter. That's just fucking bullshit. You should have had a shatter. You go for this charge. Again, you just kind of push her away. Instead of chasing her down the stairs, you try to outflank her. She just schools your ass, and then yeah, you're dead. Okay. Winston now.
I can't believe this stupid old fucking old dude.
Hold on, I'm pushing it. I'm gonna switch.
I'm not even there yet, so you're good.
Okay, so if you're gonna run dive here against their team, you need to be really more coordinated here. You're gonna have to. Oh, you're running a Mei. Okay. So you're gonna have to call your dives because your D.Va. You have to realize she's a plat D.Va. You're not gonna. You can't rely on her too much. So. Okay, it's not bad. Oof. Okay. So what could we have done differently there? So when you walk up here, right? You see there's an Ana. You can see that. Shooting. But they have a Moira here too, so they have heals. So you have one of two options. Your option? Actually, no, you have three options. You would dive onto them by jumping, you walk up to them, or you dive the Ana. I'll give anyone a couple seconds to think about which one they would choose. The correct answer I would choose here is this one. The reason I choose that one is because when you walk up here, you use no cooldowns. None of your cooldowns are used. And you will have jump. So if you had walked up here, right? Because your damage from your jump pack immediately gets healed by Moira. You walk up with your cooldowns. Their Genji he always has dash, right? So he unfortunately has blade here, so he gets a double dash. He just dashed away from you up here. So like, let's say he didn't have blade, he's away from you, and then Moira just fades away. You can't kill anybody. So in this case, walking up would be the much better option. So you dive, right? He's already getting healed. It's already full healed. It's gone. All the damage you just did is gone. Coalescent or fade. Poof. She's gone. They pop blade on your team. Your diva has come with you because diva. You have to think about diva bot. Diva bot just follows her Winston, especially when they think they know what they're doing, or like, because that's what she's supposed to always do. But you know, there's other circumstances. But Genji gets a free blade on your team. You got nothing. So then you dive the Ana. You get slept. Very predictable pattern. Like,
Ana needs to die.
You have to think about it. Think about when you are playing against an Ana. Because if you kill an Ana, you pretty much win. Think about you're playing a Smurf Widow. And it's like, okay, how do you play against a Smurf Widow? She predicts your movement very well because you're walking in straight lines or whatever. It kind of makes you play like more smart. That's why playing against Smurfs is actually kind of a good thing. So you've gone against her two or three times, and it was just straight times.
Dive with me. I'll tell you when I'm gonna dive. Okay.
Your diva did come with you. That was not your diva's fault.
Ana's gonna either be back left or back right. She's not gonna play anywhere else.
Okay. All right. Never mind. You were saying. Okay. That's a 5-star.
Shouldn't have gone on this long, man.
So we should go mid because they keep fucking us up badly.
All right, let's go mid. I'm already down here.
Okay, you're gonna go mid here. That's interesting. You have high ground contesting. So your Doomfist is gonna go feed his nuts off.
She's back right. I'm going.
So nice. You even used your bubble before you came in. You get slept. That's you can't help that. That was a good bubble. During that fight right there, you went on just the Moira, and you can't really kill that Moira. She's kind of a demon. Honestly, you are so close to ult. If you come back into this fight, right, and just target, there's going to be a third one. I don't know where he comes in, but he's here. Right there. They're like behind your gun. You just cleave into those 3 targets with your gun. Like, if instead of aiming where you're aiming right now, aim like about here for now, and then move it towards this way. You will get so much ult charge. You will do damage and get ult charge. Oh, and then you jump towards... Yeah. I mean, you're probably dead anyways, but it's just a good tablet to have. So you have 1 push here left. 1 push. You're going to have Primal. You're going to have Bomb. You don't have any DPS ults. That's an oof. You're going to have Valk.
How long do you have? How long until boosts?
Good jump. I like this. You get hacked. Unfortunate. You get bladed. Unfortunate. Yeah, you can't get out here. You need to get ready to contest. I'd grab the Mega below, then go in. So you jump in. Okay. You need to kill the Supercharger if you can. You target it. Nice job. And now you just gotta jump around like a monkey. Just jump up. Just jump up. Like, straight up look up in the air and hit shift. It gives your Mercy a place to fly to. Ah, you're hacked. This is GG.
Good.
Okay. Not a lot you're doing on that last push, obviously. But a good way to stall, to be honest, especially in Primal, is just looking up and then just jumping up, and then when you come back down, just going back up, and then when you come back down, just going back up. Makes you a harder target to hit, and your Mercy can see you easier. Okay. Overall, definitely had a lot of good moments. But I would say there's definitely a lot of things that I would say you need to work on mentally as well. Not only cooldown management and stuff like that, but you go from shield botting to full ult charging. I think finding a good balance is what you need to do here, because finding that balance is a really key skill you're going to need to have to really play at the next level, especially if you want to play with a team.